Hey everybody, Joe Vanourney, Cherry the Geek TV. We are here at San Diego Comic-Con 2026 with the team behind a fantastic new documentary that's going to be screening at Comic-Con tonight. It's called Halcyon Daze, the final voyages of Disney's Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser. We have the director, Carrie Coaplen, executive producer Denni Barrett, producer Jonathan Hawpe, and composer Jonathan Beachy. Carrie, set the film up for people. What's the premise of the documentary?
So I got obsessed with the Starcruiser. I wasn't a super Star Wars fan, and I wanted to find out why did I go on this thing that was pretty expensive 4 times. So as a nonfiction writer who analyzes things to figure it out, I wanted to make a documentary to take it apart and look at it and figure out why I and so many other people who went on the Starcruiser got completely obsessed and their lives changed. So that's basically it.
For the producers, what was the biggest challenge that you faced in putting the documentary together?
Funding. Always money. And we are Carrie and our day job people and first-time filmmakers. So just having the time to do it while having a 40-hour week job. So time and money.
What else would you say was a big challenge in making the film?
Well, it wasn't a challenge for me. I mean, I took 30 family members to the Halcyon. So when I saw Carrie's project and saw how passionate she was about it and how well done it was easy. I probably haven't given enough money yet. Everyone should see this film.
I know that it's at a Disney property. Sometimes Disney, being the corporate behemoth that it is, there might be some resistance from them. Did you face resistance from Disney, or were they cooperative?
I mean, we are part of the resistance. In Star Wars, I had to make a resistance joke. So many people were filming on the Starcruiser, content creators and passengers, that there were so many cameras on every voyage that I was on that Disney was ready with a PR response that was kind of a template. So when we said we're coming on to make a feature doc, they just kind of said, okay, here's the guidelines for what you can do, and didn't really see featured documentary for what we were really doing, and said, go with God, so to speak. So we have an email, and that went through our legal team, and we got fair use clearance and insurance for it. So.
The documentary is a mix, you're talking to people that work there, yes, mm-hmm. And then also Star Wars fans who were attending it and experiencing it. What did you learn about them? Were they eager to participate in the documentary? Did you face any resistance from any people you approached, that hotel guests or Disney employees?
So first, for us Starcruisers, I know everybody knows it as a hotel, but it really is not and was not a hotel. It was an immersive experience. Great question, though. So we did not interview people on board. We were in character as a crew filming this special voyage. So when we got off the crew and used social media to say, hey, we want to interview passengers, cast members, experts, so many people were interested. And opposite of resistance, people were lined up to tell us their stories. And what was super interesting, Joe, is that people's lives were transformed by this, and not just the passengers, but the cast members too, and the immersive designers as well. Like, dream come true, once in a lifetime project. And that's why I got obsessed, in part, is because it was unlike anything that I had ever done in my entire life. Yeah.
For composer Jonathan, talk about the score and make the score for the film, and how do you compose a score that blends Star Wars lore, the honoring maybe John Williams. Everybody has this idea of what Star Wars music is, and taking that, but also mixing it with real world heartbreak.
Well, I think one advantage I had is we didn't really approach it as trying to mimic John Williams, which would be an impossible task in itself, right? The Starcruiser itself had its own sort of soundtrack, and if anyone's been to Galaxy's Edge and to Oga's Cantina, they've heard DJ Rex's little playlist. It's a very in-universe soundtrack of just, different dance music, techno beats, and there's always this ambient music going around within the Starcruiser. So with the approach to the soundtrack, that's sort of the direction we took. We weren't trying to necessarily mimic the Force theme or the Star Wars main title. For one, because I did try to do that and Disney did say no. I did approach them to ask, can I borrow some of that theme? They said no, and that sort of sets the limitations. But when we approach it from that sort of electronic, otherworldly approach, I took it from, like, let's get out of my own comfort zone. Let's go out of the box a little bit and try to just pull in sounds from that wouldn't be normal to me, and approach it from that standpoint. And then we did work in some orchestral elements, a lot of emotional scenes within the film, because this experience did invoke a lot of emotion anyway. So just try to use where it pulled on my heartstrings and just pull from that.
What would you say was the most emotional moments that you captured in the documentary?
Well, I don't want to give too much away, but I will say that several people shared very personal experiences that the Star Cruiser helped them move past, from death of spouses to reuniting with children, like adult children, like that they were estranged from, to remembering how to forget that they had cancer, that kind of thing. So without naming names, those are some of the most emotional moments. And then at the end of the film, when I'm kind of wrapping up, there may be a little emotion there when I'm talking about the Star Cruiser and the found family that we all came to love in each other.
So the film's played at some festivals, but tonight you're about to screen at Comic-Con International in San Diego, the biggest pop culture convention in the world. What is this experience been like? I know the screening hasn't happened yet, but what's it like being here at San Diego Comic-Con, and what do you hope the audience takes away with them when they walk out of the screening tonight?
It's been unreal. I mean, and these three amazing people helped me get here, and I believe the story needs to be shared. It's positive. It's about how we can come together to be playful and joyful and also have real conversations, and that's what I hope the audience takes away, is that it's important to make time to connect and have fun and laugh and get to know each other a little bit and take risks a little bit.
Anybody like to add anything to that?
I'd just like to say this film is really for not the Star Wars fans, but for the people who don't get it, people who don't understand LARPing and cosplay. It's validation for the people that see it here. But then you should take it home, show it to grandma, grandpa, let them understand that world and why it exists and why it's so therapeutic and beneficial.
I just hope more immersive experiences like this are created and continue to develop, because I would do it again in a second.
So let's say people aren't here at Comic-Con. Where can they learn more about the film? Do you have a website, social media?
We do. So visit halcyondazefilm.com for our website. We're also on Instagram at Halcyon Daze Doc. That's our handle, right?
I think so. You
Halcyon
go to that
Daze
website and you'll find everything from there.
Also, if you know somebody who might want to partner with us for distribution, we are ready to start. We're going to manage all the bidding wars that are going to happen over this. So if that's you and you want to get in on getting this film before it gets out there, we're looking for people who really want to get a hold of it and make sure a lot of people see it.
Awesome. Well, the film's called Halcyon Daze, The Final Voyages of Disney Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser. Check it out, seek it out, and check out Cherry the Geek TV for more coverage here at San Diego Comic-Con 2026.
Thank you.